it's not comprehensible that somebody could do what he did to his siblings. It just is, there's no rhyme nor reason, and we'll never know why he did what he did. But it's beyond human comprehension that somebody could actually do what he did. Our officers received a 911 call at 5 p.m. Saturday evening, and the initial caller on the line was the 17-year-old daughter who succumbed to her injuries. She had essentially told us that she had been assaulted, and she felt that she was mortally wounded. At some point during the call, the 9-year-old got on the phone and was able to give us a little bit more information. We believe that the 17-year-old daughter at that point had potentially succumbed to her injuries. Officers arrived within, I believe, 15 seconds of the call. There was one officer, I believe, on Blue Hills Parkway when the call came in, and could hear an awful lot of commotion behind the door, and kicked the door in and forced entry in. It was at that point, as I understand it, that the assailant, Kirby Revelis, beheaded his 5-year-old sister in front of the officer. He then fled into another room. Additional officers arrived. He was ordered to keep his hands up, and I believe at that point in time he was assaulting his 9-year-old sister. 2 of our officers fired, and he was mortally wounded. Yeah, the initial officer, the first officer on the scene, is an 11-year veteran, and he was the senior officer that responded, and we also had an officer who just graduated from the academy less than 6 months ago who was on the scene. So it ranged from 11 years service to just out of the academy. Well, they were seen by medical personnel up at Milton Hospital for stress after we had secured the home and made sure that the scene was secure. They also will participate in the Boston Police Department stress program, where they will be debriefed at some point this week, and we'll speak to counselors over there as well. I've spoken to several of them. They tell me they're doing okay, but after participating and witnessing the kind of carnage that they saw that night, I expect that they'll be on paid administrative leave for some time. We're trained to deal with the horrific incidents that occur in people's lives, but all the training in the world will not prepare you for what they walked into that evening. It just doesn't. In my estimation, and the Chief of Police's estimation, had it not been for their decisive action, their heroic action, we would have had another victim there. The 9-year-old would not have survived as well. And so we're thankful that they were able to perform their duties as well as they did under the circumstances that they encountered behind that door. There is a fund that is being set up, I believe, at the Citizens Bank for the mother and the father and for the surviving 9-year-old daughter. So hopefully people will give generously to that. I'm sure they're going to have some inordinate expenses on top of everything else that they're going to have to deal with.